Hey yo, what up? This is Music G repping the Underground Army. You're tuned in to Jay Steele and Act Reacher 45, The War Report. Tuesday nights on YouTube, live and direct is the show. Saturday nights on 93.3 FM CFMU, giving y'all that new news and hip-hop interviews.
Heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates. Look, we heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates. Yeah, why they be watching my plate? I can see that they hella fake. These white and black diamonds on my neck, they never segregate. Before my life did a 360, I added this coke flow to the mix. The game is doped out, so it's time for a fix. Look, don't mess with my clip, don't mess with my dog. I turn to John Wick, Lord forgive me, I might empty a clip. Heavyweight here, black hoodie on, reppin' Trayvon. I used to move an O on the block like I was King Von. Skinny dude, but I'm a heavyweight, and y'all don't want no smoke, no war like Kuwait. And my flow is smooth as suede, and you couldn't match my degree even if we trade. Yeah, don't get it twisted like braids. Even though they hate, we still shine in the shade. Look, we heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates. Look, we heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates.
We getting every cake. Yeah, you niggas 175, light heavyweights. I US on my delegates. Now I was trying to branch out, Babylon won't penetrate. You in the way, make them ministrate. And if the hard on demon time, then let me demonstrate. My pen game's in the semi-state. Now who you know with a solid flow, I so resonate. You niggas push, I levitate. You niggas shush, all hesitate when the drama escalate. I'm here to desecrate the plenty fake. Yeah, I'm back drawing ops with Fox, we got plenty pain. Touch road, get ghosts, avoid plenty Jake. I never wanted her out, cause I innovate. Oddfella, more cruiser than a heavyweight. I cruise by in a foreign like 10 to 8.
Look, we heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates. Look, we heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, yeah, your most hated Oddfella. Salute, everybody passing through. You know what I mean? This is the Wake and Bake Boxing Show. You know, dig? You know what I mean? Smash that like button as you fall on in. Salute to the usual suspects. It is the usual suspect ting. You know, dig? Check us out at usualsuspect6.com. Most definitely, y'all will see all of the Usual Suspect 6 profiles. You know what I mean? Access to our individual channels and whatnot. We also got Usual Suspect music popping, and of course, Usual Suspect apparel and fashion. Without further ado, it's a Usual Suspect ting.
Really do my thing, homie, ask around. Just ask around, homie, just ask around. I really do my thing, homie, ask around. Yeah, I'm representing Hammertown. I really do my thing, homie, ask around. Just ask around, homie, just ask around. I really do my thing, homie, ask around. Yeah, representing Hammertown. Soon as you cross the sky, we on the highway, and what they talking about? Known for spitting flames, so my AKA is fire mouth. East side of town, big truck, see me ride around. Gave it the dick, a girlfriend wanna try it out.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Link is in the description for that. You know what I mean? Usual Suspect apparel. That's the Hamilton up top editions. You know what I mean? Once again, link is in the description. A-verse is the code. 20% off. You know what I mean? Let me bring in my, you know what I mean? Let me bring in my brother, Suspect number 1, you know, dig, live in the war room, wake and bake style. You know what I mean?
World premiere. World premiere.
Fox can do it all, bro. Like, Fox will pull up from the 3-point. He gonna go to the bar hot dunk. He Harlem dude. Of course he can ball, man. We got this. We got this.
Hit him like Reacher. Homie, I'm a teacher. Hit him like Pac. I don't need a feature. Nah. Hit him with a dope hook. Got him leaning off the ropes. Look.
Yo. Pull up that song there, dog.
Act Reach. What it do? Suspect number 1 in the house.
Salute. Salute to everybody in the chat. I see my bro Stay Ready, Todd Miller, Kevin Dunbar, you know how we do, man. Bruce Goes, the OG. Steels, you're not getting away with that heavyweight track though. That's cool and all, the Act Reaching track and all of that. I ain't going front, Steels. You made my day. You made my whole week with that. I heard that verse. You made me proud. We're off, champ.
Oh, you niggas is 175, light heavyweight. Huh? You heard that? Yeah.
It was appropriate for you to definitely be on that track. It was only right.
Oddfella, more cruiser than a heavyweight. I cruise by in the form like 10 to 8.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
Talk to him. I ain't going front, Steels. I ain't going front. We don't know why you left, man. You might have to do your own listening session. You might have to do after I heard that. But that definitely made my week. You know what I mean? Hearing that with him and the homie Fox. I'm ready to talk some boxing with Steels. It's been a little bit. So let's rock out.
Indeed. Well, salute to Stay Ready Boxing TV, Suspect number 4. You know what I mean? Of course, salute to the OG Bruce Goes. You know what I mean? And salute to my guy, Mills Grills Instrumentals. And he's definitely cooking on something. So, Act Reacher, yeah. You know what I mean? Be in tune. You know what I mean? Be in tune. I got something cooking. in the future for, you know what I mean? So yeah. And definitely Mel's Grills is a part of that, you know what I mean? So that's what it is, you know what I mean? But we gonna talk some boxing, most definitely. This is the Wake and Bake Boxing Show. Right now, I'm puffing on that banana sickle this morning. You know what I mean? I don't know what the brothers in the chat are rolling up to right now, but yeah, your brother Oddfella is on the banana sickle. You know, the dig. You know what I mean? Rolled up in the front wood, but once again, y'all see what it is. Let me y'all see what it is. Got the new Usual Suspect 6 conductor hat. You know what I mean? Exclusive tings. You know what I mean? Exclusive tings. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout. That will be dropping. You know what I mean? Later this summer. You know what I mean? Not yet, but we got the exclusive tings, and of course, the Usual Suspect tie-dye hoodie. You know what I mean? Collaboration with Champion, because because we champions over here. You know what I mean? So y'all know what it is. Be on the lookout for that. Link is in the description. Usual Suspect 6. Check out the fashion section of the page. You know what I mean? And it will jump you on over to the Usual Suspect 6 merch. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna go further in depth on that because we got some things we're gonna drop this morning on the show, at Reacher. So y'all know what it is. Smash that like button as you fall on in. Act Reacher, I'm gonna start with I got the conductor hat on, but I want you to kind of take the lead. I'm gonna ask you what you wanna start off with first. You know what I mean? I got a plethora of topics that I wanted to touch this morning. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna let you take the lead of which one you want to start with. We do have fights tomorrow. You know what I mean? Would you like to start with the sauce of the cruiserweights, meaning Lawrence Okolie? You know what I mean? Or would you like to start with the Great Scott? You know what I mean? Who is fighting this afternoon, mind you, on ESPN Plus against Jack Catterall. The Great Scott, aka Josh Taylor, or pound for pound number 3 on the Usual Suspect list. Or would you like to start off with a topic of Ukrainian boxing? You know what I mean? Touching on the current situation that's going on with the war and how it affects a lot of these top class Ukrainian boxers. Or last but not least, going postal, Act Reacher. Postal will be fighting tonight, and he's fighting one of my favorite up and coming prospects / contenders in Gary Antoine Russell. I'll end off by that saying that, Act Reacher, you take the pick.
Okay. Steels, I do want to go with the going postal, but if you didn't mind, I just wanted to set the record straight in case you guys weren't in the chat, because it's concerning this card, so it still falls into the same category with the Jerwin and Kahat's fight. I did a little bit of homework last night, and I had switched my pick to Jerwin and Kahat's. I had picked Fernando Martinez, but I think I'm going to go with Jerwin and Kahat's. You know what I mean? Majority decision. I put it in the chat.
I did see that. You know what I mean? So I validate that. You know what I mean? I accept that. That change in time. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You do the work, and you understand that you might have made a mistake earlier, and you rectify that mistake and make that change. You know what I mean? So you going with Jerwin and Kahat's. Do you have a round which you're picking them in, or is it going to unanimous decision?
I think I'm gonna go with majority decisions. I'm gonna make it quick. Stills. I'm gonna go with majority decision.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so you wanted to start off with going postal.
Yes, since I brought up switching my pick, and we staying on the topic of that card.
Indeed.
Was there anything you wanted to, ask, or did you want me to break it down with him and Gary Antoine Russell?
Well, allow me to touch on this fight, and then we'll get your full analysis on it. First off, this is to me the best fight of the evening, of the day. You know what I mean? Of the weekend. To me, it's somewhat of a, I know Magnum might look at me sideways by saying it's a 50-50 fight, but in true respect, this is Gary Antoine Russell's best opponent, toughest challenge to date. This is the type of opponent where if you win, And if you win spectacularly, many sanctioning bodies are going to put you as a mandatory. The wide boxing public are going to make that claim that you should be next in line for a shot against one of Josh Taylor's belts. This has, I think this fight has major implications, especially with regard to both fighters. You know what I mean? Look on the side on Victor Postol, if he's able to upset, and to me, this is an upset if Postol beats Gary Antoine Russell. But if he's able to upset Gary Antoine Russell, that automatically puts him in position as to get a rematch with Josh Taylor. We have to remember Josh Taylor already watched Victor Postol better than Terrence Bud Crawford in some people's opinion. Now, once again, this is a great fight to see how far along Gary Antoine Russell is if he's able to stop Victor Postol. Serious statement to the rest of the 140 division, a serious statement to Josh Taylor, who's fighting on this same day, right? You know what I mean? But we'll see how it goes. I also want to credit the fact that Victor Postol is a Ukrainian, right? And he has made the assertion that after this fight, he will be traveling back to Ukraine to make sure his family is good. You know what I mean? So salute to Victor Postol for, you know what I mean, being stand up. If we look at his box record, it states that his residence, I believe, is in Los Angeles. He could easily stay in the soft, lovely confines of suburban Los Angeles where he stays at, but he's deciding to go back home after this fight. You know what I mean, to make sure everything's okay and possibly take up arms. You know what I mean, to fight for his country of birth. Ak Reacher, I'll let you take the mic, you know what I mean, and give your assessment of this fight.
I think that's a deal. We talked about how Gary Allen's older brother, Gary Allen Russell, he was dealing with a lot. I actually think now, younger brothers fight, I feel like Victor Postol got. I remember Victor Postol with Josh Taylor, Crawford. I remember when Lucas Matisse was doing this thing. Lucas Matisse made him quit. And I remember I actually pissed him. But Postol, he kind of surprised me. Victor Postol is a very challenge for Gary Antoine Russell. I see Gary Russell is dealing with his brother and his dad, but I actually think he has psychological because Gary Antoine had been going through that with his brother and stuff, so he's kind of day by day how to cope with it better. This whole thing with war and having to pick up arms and stuff, it's a different type of going to the boxing ring that Victor Postol is kind of used. So I think this is definitely going to be a bad, not but of the mind. It's definitely going to be one of those. If the Postol could eat the with all on his plate, I'll give him credit, even though I got what round I picked. I believe Red wrote it down. I don't remember exactly what round I picked in this one, but I think Victor Postol could at least hold on to the end. I think he gets stopped in the second half of the fight. So Gary, overwhelming ability, punching combination, not just punching competition, him being a nice puncher and make every time.
Okay. I got a question for you, Ack. Where are you right now? You outside, like, by the truck stop or something?
Huh?
I said, are you outside by the
Outside?
truck stop or something? Like,
Nah,
yeah,
nah.
I mean, because all I hear is,
Nah. On the jet. My bad.
I'm just saying, bro. That'd be, but yeah, most definitely, this is gonna be definitely a fight where both fighters are mentality is gonna be at the forefront of this. You know what I mean? But once again, salute to everybody that's passing through up in the chat. You know what I mean? Tay MMA Combat Entertainment. Salute, Queen. I bendeth the knee. We got suspect number 3 up in the building. You know what I mean? Hashtag usual suspect 6. Big up KGK _. You know what I mean? Big up. Y'all know what it is. We gonna keep it in Ukraine, Act. You know what I mean? Speaking of Postal, we gonna talk about some of his Ukrainian comrades right about now, because there is a war going on. You know what I mean? Outside, Russia has invaded Ukraine. I believe they're on the precipice of taking the capital, Kiev. We have I find it very honorable that mandem like Klitschko, the Klitschko brothers, have taken up arms. Specifically, I've seen Vitaly Klitschko. I don't know if he's on the front line, but he's in the field. You know what I mean? He's out there. You know what I mean? And this is not just the millionaire Vitaly Klitschko and the Klitschko brothers. This is a Vitaly Klitschko that's the mayor of Kiev, the largest city in Ukraine, the capital city in Ukraine. Vitaly Klitschko is the mayor of that city, and I don't know any mayors around here, you know what I mean, where I'm from, that if war came, they'd be taking up arms. You know what I mean? They'd be on the front lines with the people, them, with the soldiers, them. You know what I mean? I really can't say. So I gotta tip my hat to Vitaly Klitschko and the Klitschko brothers. You know what I mean, for standing up for what they believe in. We also have Alexander Usyk, the unified heavyweight champion. If we look at his box rec, you know what I mean? If we look at his box rec, it states that his residence is in Los Angeles, Oxnard, California, which is a suburb, I believe, an easterly suburb of Los Angeles. He's been out of the country. I seen him. I remember sending a clip. At Reach, I sent a clip to KG of him being in this soccer game, this international friendly, and he was playing, I guess, honorary for Team Ukraine. You know what I mean? As you see up on the screen, it says his residence is Oxnard, USA. So a couple days ago, he was in this soccer friendly. You know what I mean? And I flipped that clip over to KG, and I'm looking at the athleticism, you know what I mean, of Alexander Usyk, because my man was dribbling. He was dribbling the soccer ball like Ronaldinho. I don't know if you know who Ronaldinho is, the great Brazilian player, but he went down the pitch. He went down the field with such speed and finesse, and then made a nice little drop-off pass. It didn't result into a goal or nothing like that. It resulted into a foul, but I mean, this is the unified heavyweight champion running down the field with such finesse. I was surprised, but that game happened in Turkey. But there was a lot of backlash saying that, oh, where's Usyk? Kind of the same way like Lomachenko's getting a backlash right now. But Usyk came back. He didn't have to come back. You know what I mean? Because he has other business to attend to with this rematch with AJ. But Usyk went back to Ukraine, and there are plenty of pictures surfacing of Usyk now in fatigues, and he's looking like he's ready to take up arms as well to defend his country. You know what I mean? So I have to once again tip my hat to our number 5 pound for pound Alexander Usyk. You know, dig? Once again, I'm gonna pop this link in the chat for the people that want to support. You know what I mean? Or the usual suspect pound for pounds. You know what I mean? We got Alexander Usyk, and of course Josh Taylor, the Josh Taylor pound for pound, all done on championship tees. You know what I mean? Because these guys are real champions. You know what I mean? We trying to represent. But Ag Reacher, what's your whole take on what this does, like this war does to Ukrainian boxing? Because it affects the one unified champion, Alexander Usyk. If he takes up arms, which he has, you know what I mean? He could be killed on the combat field. And for one, for two, this definitely delays the upcoming fight with him and AJ. With that being said, where does AJ go next? And what are your thoughts about what this does to Ukrainian boxing?
In my opinion, I think that is kind of crazy. It kind of up the whole. It really scattered the belt. This could have an effect on the diehard fans, the casual. Understand they got to what he got to do. Not to do that. I believe that things will get sorted out. I feel like worst case scenario is the belts are becoming scarce because of him picking up arms and not being able to defend the title. So I guess we.
You cutting out, Act? Yeah, we're not able to hear you right now, Act. But yeah, it comes to a serious situation. What's gonna happen with these belts? Are these sanctioning bodies gonna start putting up interim titles, say for the WBO, say for the IBF? Shout out to Stay Ready Boston TV, suspect number 4, who just released a video regarding the WBO. The WBO maybe they're reported as removing Russian boxers from their rankings. Removing Russian boxers from all their rankings. The y'all want to go more in depth in that, check out the Stay Ready Boston TV report on that. But this war is putting implications into the sport of boxing. Where does AJ go next if this fight will be delayed? Let me see what the chat's saying. Big up Faith in the Cross. You know what I mean? That NY State LP network runs. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Here we go. You back in it. Reacher. All right. So you was you was chipping out when you was speaking on the situation with Ukrainian boxing and the titles and whatnot. If you can reiterate and go back.
Okay, so what I was saying was I'm not mad Usyk what he has to do. I feel diehard boxing that want to see undisputed. I feel like it's kind of sad that may possibly get scattered. I feel as though the whole mess should have been already. I feel we should have already had this fight by now. Anthony Joshua Usyk. To a point that, it's on the way. He could have defended it, then put up arms, kind of like how Victor Pogos do. But at the time, I'm not going to knock him for doing what he got to do. And that he loved you. And everybody that helps, I actually really admirable. I always looked at him as a solid guy, but definitely a solid, so I got a lot of respect for this, but at the same time, on the side of that coin, I'm mad because now I feel like belts get scattered, but belts then what? I feel like the heavy division already it is because Wilder they don't even fit because my Wilder. But yeah, I just think that it's worse.
Indeed. Situations are brewing. We have the adoration of the guys like the Klitschko brothers and Alexander Usyk. And on the opposite side, we have Lomachenko, who is perceived as a fleer, of a ducker, and not representing this country. But once again, I have to reiterate, I stated on Bullshitting on the Beltway, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk right here on YouTube. Yesterday on the Beltway, I stated, I think Lomachenko did make a mistake with making this post, but he ultimately could be in a weird place because he represents both Ukraine and Russia. You know what I mean? He is fluent in Russian. I believe he has Russian family. So he's kind of like on the fence with it with regards to which side does he really step on. You know what I mean? So we got to look into that. Lomachenko is from a part of Ukraine where has a heavily Russian influence, a heavy Russian population. With that being said, Reacher, what are your thoughts on Lomachenko? Maybe his team has told him to step out of this and stay away from this action and continue on with your boxing journey. Let me hear your thoughts about the Lomachenko situation as per Do the Boxer. If you could put yourself into Lomachenko's situation, how would you, if you could give us a reaction to that? Oh, there go. Yeah. He said, "Oh, Ag Reacher gonna be back, right?" Okay, but we got Faith in the Cross says for a Russian here in the U.S. to go against Putin to the press, man, this is a death sentence to their family over there. This is true. This is true. So with that being said, Faith in the Cross, can we understand somewhat Lomachenko's stance? If he goes in hard against Putin, knowing that he has Russian family members over there in Russia, does he put his family, his Russian family members at danger? Does he put a target on his Russian family members? Excellent point, Faith in the Cross. You had Washington Capitals superstar hockey player Alexander Ovechkin, and he's a avid supporter of Putin, but even he had to use measured terms, a measured statement with regards to this war. He's not a supporter of it. He said he has friends on both sides, Russia and Ukraine, but at the end of the day, he couldn't condemn the actions of the Russian government because he has to play the game carefully, because once again, Faith in the Cross gave us that excellent point. This is a death sentence to their family over there. Jelly Bean 4280, live in the war room. Salute. What we puffing on? What we puffing on, brother? Son of Tank in the building. Salute, fam. Faith in the Cross says, now Ovechkin is real tight with Putin. Man is in a deep spot, bro. He knows better. There you go. There you go. Act Reacher 45, your 3 minutes are up. Are you back? Nope. All right. We're gonna move on to this next topic. You know what I mean? It was the Wake and Bake show. I'm about to get into some Chem 91. We finna roll up. And we finna to move into the next topic. Great Scott. You in the dig? We got a decent fight popping on this afternoon. ESPN Plus, it's going down. Before we get into, before I talk into that, let me see what the brothers are saying. Son of Tank got that cherry gelato. That's a tasty choice this morning, brother. Cherry gelato. Yo, I'm envious right now. Yo, that sounds tasty right now. You know what I mean? Jelly Bean 4280. I got some jungle cake lit. Just got off work. Okay. Jungle cake. That's a nice indica leaning hybrid. I'm feeling that. Good choice. Good choice, my brother. You know, dig? But once again, we got the pound for pound teas. Link is in the description. I'm gonna post it again in the chat. Josh Taylor, pound for pound teas. We got the Errol Spence. We got the Terrence Bud Crawford, and of course the Alexander Usyk. But yes, Josh Taylor will be fighting Are we back? Are we back? Okay, yeah. I just got evicted from my from my own stream for a second, and it seems like we got Jab Jamboree back. Yeah, as I got kicked out, I was speaking on this next topic. Great Scott, Josh Taylor. We got the fight popping this afternoon. I believe it. The show should be starting at 2:30, but we know how them UK fights go down. The main event probably will go down about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Let me see if I can get the weigh-in popping without the whole show dropping once again. But as I do that, Ack Reacher, tell us your thoughts about this Josh Taylor Jack Catterall fight.
Jack Catterall, I give him credit for it's nice and dandy and all, but dudes that's not at usually can't really with John, and even new top level surprised me, like Jose Ramirez. He dismantled Jose. Was wrong. Day 4, I feel like when it comes to the Savage, I gotta give Josh Taylor credit. We've been watching him really since the inception of Usual Suspect, and I just more and more impressed as I've been watching him climb at it. And I think tonight it's Jack. I'm saying right. I think it's a nice showcase. It'll be the new, the 4-belt era, a dude that he defended all 4 of his belts. What a way to do it, in where he's from, Scotland, not really the area he's at, but him being able to do the Scots, all Scottish people and stuff like that. I think that's sit back. You need me to keep. Yeah. I think that Taylor, it should be business as usual. Should be business as usual. Couple around in this one too. Can't even lie. It was, a few fight dudes was gonna get. And usually I won't remember all my picks, but I got Josh Taylor against Jack. Are you back? Salute, son. Faith in the Cross, my brother, 503. Tay Brown, Jelly Bean. Oddfella, are you here, brother? Okay, I see you control boards. Yeah, so. Okay, I don't know, y'all.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I couldn't hear
you. Jeez, late. Y'all, man. I don't know what's going on with stream, y'all. They don't want me sharing my screen and nothing like that. I mean, like, what?
Bro, the day when we would do that thing, not let me go back, it wouldn't. link. It kept saying 404 page. On Tuesday, that's what I was trying to tell you the other day. I tried to jump on, and then I looked at it to see if you sent something, and it never came. So I was like, oh, maybe his joint is down. Kept saying 404 home page. 404 I was like,
Okay. Well, let me see. I'm trying to get this. I'm still trying to get this weigh-in footage of this Taylor Jack Catterall. Were you able to speak on the Catterall situation, that fight? You know what I mean, and what you think about who you got winning? Let me ask you this: what do you think about his status, about his number 3 status on the pound for pound list, Usual Suspects? Do you believe it's valid?
I think it's definitely warranted. I know there will be a lot of people who disagree, but I think that is definitely warranted. You can hear me clear, Stills?
Yeah, indeed.
Okay. I think it's definitely warranted. I don't think that it's out of the realm of possibilities. You know what I mean? Went through World Series boxing and go through, like, he went a plethora. He went through a monarchy of 40 pounders and made good on the boast all the way to the point where he made it at the top. So, and like I said, he's undisputed on top. It's not even like he didn't read the difference. He's undisputed. Cleared out the division. He really don't even got to do this right now. He can move, explore new avenues, if you ask me, but do what you do. Why not defend it, you know what I mean, in front of your peoples and then fly over to the sunset at 147. Because 147 for him is the unknown. He's a big 140 pounder. He may not be that big to the dudes at 147.
Facts. He 5'11".
That's he's like 5'10" and a half ish, I thought, maybe.
Yep. Salute the old boy in the chat, Sir Isaac. Said, what's good, fellas? Josh Taylor versus Conor Ben will be a good domestic fight over there once he moves up. Indeed. What you think about that, Act Reacher? Conor Ben, Josh Taylor. That's a tasty fight to me.
That's a good fight. I want to see how Josh Taylor look, and then I might make a video on that possibly. You know what? I don't like to do that. I ain't gonna do that. But I like that fight though. When he move up to 147, I definitely will play with that more. Because then I feel like you have the right to entertain it. It's not a fantasy fight when somebody's in the same division as somebody.
Does Catterall look a little weight drain to you? Looking at this Wayne right
Not
here?
really weight drain, but I'm glad you're showing this Steels. I would have been touching that body. Look, he don't look to his core, don't look that strong.
No, don't. I think Catterall goes in about 5'8.5", maybe 5'9".
That ain't bad.
Undefeated. Believe he's 26-0. Doesn't have the highest KO ratio. His best win comes against O'Hara Davies. And it was a unanimous decision. He got over O'Hara Davies about a year and a half, 2 years back. I mean,
also they got a mutual opponent.
They got a mutual opponent, but okay. Definitely,
good point.
Old boy, our pound for pound number 3, definitely put in that better work on O'Hara Davies. Gave O'Hara Davies his first L. And that's another thing we got to salute Josh Taylor for, is that he got bodies of like undefeated fighters on his record. You know what I mean? Whether it's O'Hara Davies, what's your boy name? That he fought in the World
Oh,
Series
right.
of boxing.
He
Ryan
yeah,
Martin.
he beat my boy. Yeah, he beat my boy, Pee Wee Cruz. Yeah, Ryan Martin, he beat him. So I paid close attention from there.
I think he gave Ivan Barancek his first loss.
Yes, he did, and took the belt. That was his
Right?
world title fight. Yep.
He gave shit.
I hate to admit he gave Regis, a person who I favored to be the king at 140. I ain't go for. I thought Regis should be in his spot right now.
Regis Ramirez got his first L.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep. Oh boy doesn't go through former champions. He fights the best when they're at their best. Look at him.
What's his
undisputed
fight?
What's his toughest fight? Regis.
You think that Regis? Yeah, I was just about to say that because it kind of even showed. Because I was close. I remember his eye looking crazy after that fight, even though he did his thing.
And I can totally understand the brothers for saying that before he moves up, he needs to go see Regis. That's kind of like, I can kind of compare that how I felt about, in a sense, Usyk kind of deserves or owes Maris Briedis that rematch, because arguably he lost that fight, and to this date, the unified heavyweight champion, that's the toughest fight of his career against Maris Briedis. I extrapolate that and liken this to the same thing. You know what I mean? Josh Taylor needs to go back and address that Regis Prograis fight. You know what I mean? Because that was a split, very close decision that could have gone either way. And for the fact that it was in his home area, so to speak, I think he got the nod. But great fight. Once again, this is going down this afternoon, ESPN Plus. Josh Taylor will be defending his crown, his undisputed crown at 140. This is somewhat Scotland against Britain. You know what I mean? There is somewhat of a rivalry between the two nations, so to speak, even though Scotland's part of the United Kingdom. But yeah, it's going down. This is in Glasgow, and somewhat of Josh Taylor's hometown. And I expect him to stop Jack Catterall. There's levels to this, and Jack Catterall definitely hasn't fought on this type of level before. That's why I have him getting stopped. He's gonna look competitive in the early round, so to speak. But we'll see what it looks like after round 6 and 7. We'll start to see separation with the great Scot Josh Taylor, and that's my pick on that whole fight. In the dig. Any last thoughts on this Josh Taylor Catterall fight, Agreed?
The only thing that will surprise me in this fight if Catterall does better than I expect him to. That's all.
I'm gonna keep this weigh-in rolling. You know what I mean? And we're gonna continue speaking on this weekend's boxing. The Sauce is back in action. Lawrence Okolie. We have some cruiserweight activity going on. Lawrence Okolie will be fighting a Polish contender, and Michael Sizlak. Sizlak fought Junior Makabu to a close decision lost that fight for the vacant WBC belt in Makabu's homeland of Congo. But Sislak is not as we tease and say that he's just another Polish plumber. I think he's a couple levels ahead of a Polish plumber, but I don't think he's at the level to really upset the apple cart with regards to defeating Lawrence Okoli. This fight is good. It's not conflicting with this fight here. As you see, both of them put hands on each other. Josh Taylor got the better grip in my opinion, but yeah, tempers are definitely at the maximum, and I'm looking forward to this fight this afternoon. But yeah, once again, I'm glad that these two UK cards aren't conflicting, because the Lawrence Okoli fight against Michael Sislak is going down tomorrow. That's Sunday, so we're gonna get treated to some Saturday afternoon boxing, some Saturday evening boxing, and some Sunday afternoon boxing. You know what I mean? So good look on that. The Sauce, Lawrence Okoli, I believe he'll be able to stop Michael Sislak in the later rounds, but we'll see some we'll see some exposures. Michael Sislak will put it on and give some excellent work to Lawrence Okoli. For those of y'all that don't know who Michael Sislak is, you know what I mean? But Egg Reacher, what's your take on tomorrow's card on the Zone? The Sauce is back, and I don't believe he's fighting a Polish plumber. I believe he's a decent contender. But go ahead.
Said Michael Similak.
Yeah, Michael Similak, Sislak.
I never really heard of him. I know what the Sauce could do. I'm expecting the Sauce to take care of business as usual. I might have to wait and give y'all a round after these festivities, but it'll be in the usual suspect chat on the gram. For as far as the Sauce, or now that I think about it, 503, he should be on before that fight starts. That's coming on in the afternoon, right? Stills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah. So right after we get off of 503 shows, and we might have to have a pick 'em on 503 show in the morning. Segueing into Sunday afternoon. Like I said, I expect the Sauce to do what he needs to do. I want him right after this to try to think about unifying. Because he seems like he's ready to go up to heavy. In my personal opinion, he seems like he's ready to go up to heavyweight. So I would like him before he even leaves the cruiserweight division to try to unify, or get a meaningful fight before he leaves. Because I don't know if he can make cruiserweight too much longer. But looking forward to seeing the Sauce. I think the Sauce might stop him relatively early. I think he might stop. I don't know. I'm thinking third or fourth round. I don't go there early.
Wow. Okay. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Third or fourth round. Egg Reacher got the Sauce. I got him by late round stoppage. Most likely 8th or 9th or something like that. But yeah, that's going down tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, we gonna be treated to a nice weekend of boxing. There was some boxing on yesterday, live on YouTube. That was some decent cards. It was actually funny to hear the commentating of Roy Jones Jr. Antonio Tarver and Paulie Malignaggi, and they actually made a nice little tandem. I was quite impressed by the back and forth between Tarver and Roy Jones. You know what I mean? It was it was pretty good. It was pretty good entertainment. You know what I mean? And shout out to the ring card girls during that fight. Jeez. Like you could look at the chat, and the chat just like, yo, cameraman, just zoom in for the mandem. You know what I mean? Just zoom in for the mandem. Yo, those ring card girls, you know what I mean? Yo, they had some frontage and some backage, you know what I mean?
Who threw that card and who was fighting?
I think I forget the outfit. I think it was called boxfight.com or something like that. And there was the main event was Kanat Islam, who's a middleweight from Kazakhstan, against British middleweight Jimmy Kelly. But they had some American prospects.
Who won? The Kazakh dude?
No, he got upset. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Yeah, because the Kazakh dude was undefeated, and he comes in with some power, but that was power at 154. He wasn't really proven at 160, but this Jimmy Kelly guy, who was supposed to be an opponent, he came in here and did like a Sandor Martin type of deal, and upset the apple cart and outboxed Kanat Islam to the decision. You know what I mean? But it was a nice little card, though. You know what I mean? It had some. I can't name any of the guys on the undercard, but there was some decent fights, and once again, the commentating was definitely pleasing to the ear here. Hearing Antonio Tarver and Roy Jones commentate, but we're gonna end it off like that. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody that passed through. You know what I mean? Salute to the chat. It's a usual suspect ting. You know what I mean? Once again, it's the usualsuspect6.com. Let me reiterate, the pound for pound tees are now available in the merch store. You know what I mean? Y'all go pick those up, because we are definitely, the new pound for pound list will be coming up this late April, early May. You know what I mean? So these are limited time only. You know what I mean? Once again, the discount code is AVERS. Let me put up the little ticker for y'all. You know what I mean? For your 20% discount code and whatnot. AVERS is the code if y'all, you know what I mean, are interested in making that purchase. And check out all the other stuff. The Usual Suspect boxing line. You know what I mean? We got some fire drops, some fire little outfits, you know what I mean, for the ladies and mandem. But once again, smash that like button as you fall on out. Big up everybody that passed on through. Ak Reacher, give them your last words and tell the people where they can follow you at.
Yeah, y'all can follow me on YouTube, The Jab Jamboree. Y'all make sure y'all get at me on Instagram, Berserker_boy, BOI. And yeah, check me out on World Report, Supreme Beast Boxing, 503, Early Morning, Late Night Hunt, Stay Ready Boxing Competitions, my channel. Yes, sir. 5 p.m. Sundays, all that good stuff. It's your boy Ak Reacher. I never see it wrong. And I'm out.
Indeed, yo. So Ak Reacher, before you out, what you saying? You think I should leave off on heavyweights joint? Me, Michael J. Fox.
Definitely. We're gonna leave out on that.
All right, that's what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? Once again, salute to everybody that's passed on through. You know what I mean? It's a usualsuspect6.com. You know what I mean? You see it there in the ticker. You see it there in the ticker. But yes, it's your favorite, your most hated Oddfella. Salute to the Usual Suspects. It is the usual suspect team. Salute to the chat, the queens and kings, you know, dig? And salute to the almighty LDBC. And I'm Gizon.
Heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates. Look, we heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates. Yeah, why they be watching my plate? I can see that they hella fake. These white and black diamonds on my neck, they never segregate. Before my life did a 360, I added this coke flow to the mix. The game is doped out, so it's time for a fix. Look, don't mess with my clip, don't mess with my dog. I turn to John Wick, Lord forgive me, I might empty a clip. Heavyweight here, black hoodie on, reppin' Trayvon. I used to move an O on the block like I was King Von. Skinny dude, but I'm a heavyweight. And y'all don't want no smoke, no war like Kuwait. And my flow is smooth as suede. And you couldn't match my degree even if we trade. Yeah, don't get it twisted like braids. Even though they hate, we still shine in the shade. Look, we heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates. Look, we heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates.
We getting every cake. Yeah, you niggas 175, light heavyweights. I hear West on my delegates. Now I was trying to branch out, Babylon won't penetrate. You in the way, make them straight. And if the hard on demon time, then let me demonstrate. My pen game's in the semi-state. Now who you know with a solid flow, I so resonate. You niggas push, I levitate. You niggas shush, all hesitate when the drama escalate. I'm here to desecrate the plenty fake. Yeah, I'm back drawing ops with Fox, we got plenty pain. Touch road, get ghosts, avoid plenty Jake. I never wanted her out, cause I innovate. Oddfella, more cruiser than a heavyweight. I cruise by in a foreign like 10 to 8.
Look, we heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates. Look, we heavyweights, and our flows are psycho like Norman Bates. Hip hop saviors like we digging in the crates.